I always wanted to serve on a jury.
I'm really super excited to be here, so I really appreciate you having me. I'm looking forward to it.
Creating this whole trial daddy.
I want to give a big shout out to the 13th Jury Podcast and Brandi.
Yeah, I applaud you guys. Keep doing what you're doing.
That every time you run into Phil Barber, you should reach for it.
And then I just look to the jury, and it's sort of like, look.
I was in the eye of the storm, and you guys were watching the storm.
Hey, if you're bored of work, come pop in and say, hey, we'll have some coffee.
You are a ray of sunshine, and I love what you've done with your YouTube channel.
Hello. Oh. Hello. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. I'm glad to see you. Let me get our stuff pulled up. Sarah Boone had a motion hearing this morning, and I have not watched any of it because I had work stuff that I had to do, so I have not seen it. I have not seen it. I'm hoping that I could get everything done that I am planning on getting done, so then I can be in court tomorrow. That is the plan. So I worked last night until, I don't know, 11-ish, and then was back at it this morning. I'm trying to get everything done that I can so that I can be in court tomorrow and still make my Friday deadline. So that is the plan. As of now, we'll see how it goes. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. Hello, recovery addict friends. Hello, my friends. It is good to see you. It is good to see you. Charles Adelson was transferred from Leon County Sheriff's Office to the custody of Florida Department of Corrections. See ya, Chuck. Hello, my friends. Hello. Hello. Okay, sorry. I'm distracted. Let me pull up. Hello. Let me pull up our good buddy, the lame duck himself. The lame duck himself. He's facing 20 years to life, I think. That's what it was. But he says it wasn't him. It was the realty place. He said, you need to look at the realtors. Okay, so I just don't fit in and on. Oh, oops. Why can't I find it? Oh, Tellis' attorney has filed a motion to remove as counsel. Why am I not surprised? I don't blame him. Red Penman for 17 whole months. Oh, how I've missed you, Brandi. Good luck with everything. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They said it's a packed courtroom in there. Why can't I get it pulled up? Did I move? No. Nope. I'm just also here now. I'm in Orange County right now for well, I came for Sarah Boone, but then I have a lot of other stuff going on too. So I have not been in the courtroom this week. I went last week, but I have not been in the courtroom this week because I have a deadline for Friday afternoon. And so I haven't been able to go. Is there an echo? Echo? All right, let's see. ABC 13. Okay, it's live, but they just have not come on yet. Let me get my headphones. Yeah, that's Emmy. Emmy, say hi. Emmy, say hi. She says hi. You just can't hear her. Dog talk. Dog talk. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing with Tellis. The jury sentenced him to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 20 years, right? But there were some enhancements that were included. The laying in, like while he was laying in wait, and with Jeff Gearman being elderly, the Roomba is really loud out there. The enhancements mean that the judge can extend the minimum time behind bars. So that's what we're waiting to see. That's what we're going to be seeing. So we'll find out how much he's actually going to have to do. Intolerant member for 1 whole year. Happy 1 year anniversary. Lucy is here. She is right at my feet. This is where she likes to stay. She stays right at my feet. Right at my feet. Data Lisa member 17 whole months. 17 whole months. Good morning. Good morning. Oh yeah, there's a cold front. Everybody says that it's been cold where everybody's at. Melissa feels a member for 8 whole months. Love my 13th Attic fam. We've missed you, Brandi. I have missed you too. I have missed you too. Hi, Amy. Hi, Amy. Hi. Hi. Oh, and here comes Tinsley. Hi, Tinsley. They get jealous. If I say hi to one, then the others. Oh, okay. We're in court. Ah. Ah. Where'd it go? They ended it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Well, let me see if I can. Oh, they turned the camera off already. I don't know why. Okay, I'll go ahead and share this just so that when they come up, we'll be ready. Let's see. Learning how to use a new office feel like I'm learning everything all over again. Okay. Bug Dugger gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Bug Dugger. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Not that, not that, not that. Let's see. Oops. Okay. I just don't fit in. Back to tab. Okay, let's see if that works. All right, so when it comes back on, I think I've got it set up now. It feels like the first day all over again, trying to learn how to use everything on new stuff. Susie H. been for 10 whole months. Love this group. And Brandi, we love you too. We love you too. And I am so glad you're here. Oh, it's freezing in the UK. I bet it's cold everywhere. It's cold here today. Well, I mean, I wasn't sweating this morning. So I guess there's that. It's supposed to be like in the 50s tomorrow. I mean, not all day, but when we wake up. Lego Lisa, remember for 5 whole months, loving the dog pack. Oh yeah, the dog pack they're great. You should see Lucy running around with them. It's really cute because she doesn't know. She's sitting under my feet looking at me. She doesn't know that she's a small dog. She thinks that she's one of the big dogs. And I've got Emmy's right here, laying down right here. Lucy's laying right here. And then Tinsley, I don't know. Tinsley's probably chasing the Roomba. But they're really cute when they're together. Dream and Lane remember for 13 whole months. I'm so glad our family's back together. So, so glad. So, so glad. Lisa P. I remember for 14 whole months. So great to see you. And the mods again. It is great to see you too. I'm losing my voice. I've been working so much. Mrs. R.A.'s cell phone. That's funny. Who is the owner of the 2 dogs? He is remember the special forces guy I told you was giving me all the information, the body language of Lori on the stand? There he is. Sinbad 333, remember 10 whole months. We need new emojis for Emmy and Tinsley. Oh, I know. I need to make them some too. Oh, I'll have to do that. Can't leave them out. Mermaid Mary Arya for 10 whole months. Hi. Baby Cachet born as Shaver is 1 month old. Oh, 1 month old. Gosh, it's already been a month since Cachet. You've got a whole cachet of stuff or whatever he said. Oh. The sentencing, it should be starting any moment. I've got it pulled up and ready so that when they come on, we will be ready. But you know how Vegas is. They always late. They are always late. Let's see. Oh, goodness. I'm behind on chat. And I just realized I'm a little bit behind. So if I've missed your stuff, forgive me. Sandy Hartman for 8 whole months. Love the Sure fam. We love you too. Happy 8 month. Gail Petman for 10 whole months. Love bringing this community. We love you too. Lucy is a big dog at heart. Big dog at heart. Chat Daddy. Yes, those are Chat Daddy's dogs. Yes, Special Forces guy is Chat Daddy. Oh, here we go.
6 versus Fiero, KC 370921. Good morning, Ryan. I want to see my client in the courtroom. Can we try that? Sure. Thank you.
They keep cutting it. It's like they start it and then they're like, oh, wait, never mind. We're not ready. Roomba is right behind me. And I don't know how to work it. Haley May 93. Good morning, 13 jurors. Good to see you all. Looking lovely, Brandi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am glad to see you. Happy 17 months. Thing's loud. Lucy didn't like the Roomba when she first met it. Madame Mediocre. That's me. Let me see if I can find a different feed for this. Let's see. Y'all can't hear it? Oh. Hold on. I hit stop cam instead of mute. I was trying to get rid of the thing. I don't know. I'm having all kinds of issues this morning. Okay. Let's see if I can find. They still have the camera off. Like they're ready for it, but they're not watching it. Or they're not recording it. Let me see. Oh, I don't know. I think I don't know. I tried to move the Roomba and then I put it on something. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know. But if I break it, we'll just delete that part of the stream and not tell Chat Daddy. All right, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, the only ones that are on here don't have the cameras turned on. Let me check one other feed. Just don't blame the dogs. I know I can't blame the dogs. I would rather take blame for it than. Oh, here we go again. And it's off again. See if they keep it on this time. Oh, I miss her. I loved our judge. I miss her. She was great. She was funny. Alice Turner, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, I love this prosecutor too. Hamner, he's so great. He's so great. I love his sarcasm. And he had just the right amount of snark in his closings. Like just the right amount of oh, let me see if I can get oh, there he is. Yeah, he was the same prosecutor for Thami. Oh, and you know how he did
versus Robert Jones, PC 368.
The narrative? They said Sarah Boone might do that too.
The parties want to make their appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Counsel Cody and Chris Hamner on behalf of the state.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Drastic to Michael Horvath on behalf of Mr. Tellis.
Any legal cause or reason why judgment should not be pronounced against you at this time?
No.
By virtue of the verdict returned by the jury in this matter, I hereby adjudicate you guilty of murder with use of a deadly weapon. Victim 60 years of age or older. Does the state wish to be heard?
Just briefly, Your Honor, thank you. As the court well knows from sitting through this trial, the jury in this case found that Mr. Tellis willfully, deliberately, and with premeditation killed Mr. Gehrman. He did it by means of lying in wait, and it was inflicted on an older person. The jury also found that a deadly weapon was used, and Mr. Gehrman's age was, of course, over 60 at the time of the crime. Essentially, the jury found every single essential fact alleged by the state based on the investigation by Metro detectives. And they found that beyond a reasonable doubt after hearing from Mr. Tellis. The court gave him wide latitude to explain and offer evidence of all the hollow claims that he made pre-trial against detectives and elected officials. He made those same allegations at trial. He alleged detectives planted evidence. He alleged various conspiracy theories involving real estate companies. He claimed various detectives were unethical and that there were several corrupt officials involved in the circumstances he found himself in. The jury squarely and soundly rejected all of that. All of the theories offered by Mr. Tellis were rejected by the jury, and the jury was left with the facts and the evidence that have always been there since the beginning of the case. And that is that Mr. Tellis planned this extensively. He drove to Mr. Gehrman's house. He was lying in wait, and he attacked him from a place of cover. And of course, Mr. Gehrman was 69 years old at the time it occurred. The court knows from the evidence in the trial that the planning was extensive. Mr. Tellis used taxpayer-issued resources to look up personal information about Mr. Gehrman. He scoped out Mr. Gehrman's neighborhood ahead of time, and then of course he attacked someone much older than him by surprise. His reason for doing this, we learned, was that he didn't like what Mr. Gehrman had written about him. He felt that Mr. Gehrman had cost him an elected position. This type of violence, this sort of political violence, because of being upset about an article that has been written about you, is unacceptable and dangerous to our community as a whole. Beyond that, Mr. Gehrman's position as a reporter for decades in Clark County, his death affects the community in a unique way. There are many people who were readers who felt like they knew Mr. Gehrman and relied upon him to supply them with information about various news within Clark County. And finally, and most importantly, the family of Mr. Gehrman lost a beloved family member, an uncle, and a brother. Based on all of these factors, the state respectfully asks for the maximum sentencing enhancement available to the court. We do have one victim speaker.
Thank you. Mr. Tellis, do you wish to address the court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
First of all, I want to say that the family have my deepest condolences. They're, Mr. Gehrman was, very impactful in the community. He made a difference. And we know from testimony by the family that he was a good brother and a good uncle. And I understand the desire to seek justice and have somebody accountable for this. But I did not kill Mr. Gehrman. And unfortunately, the people who should be held responsible, who should be brought to justice, the chances of that happening now, right this minute, are slim to none.
This is not the time.
No, but that said, again, my deepest sympathies to the family, and I wish them well as they navigate the rest of this tragedy.
Thank you very much. Mr. Pastor?
Yeah, I'll be brief. Your Honor was very attentive to this trial, which was lengthy.
I give him the max.
The jury was able to hear the state's case, the defense's case, and they ultimately reached their verdict. We're not here to question the verdict this morning. Mr. Tellis exercised his constitutional right to go to trial and to testify, period. That's what makes this country so great, this judicial system where we take cases, we take facts, we take theories of prosecution and defense and present it to a jury. Obviously, the jury was very thorough and careful. They took 3 days to go through everything before they reached their ultimate conclusion. Mr. Tellis was convicted. To punish him for doing that, I'm not anticipating that the court would ever do this, and I'm not saying that Your Honor is. To punish him for exercising his constitutional right is obviously inappropriate. He intends to pursue an appeal. Obviously, again, that's not really for today's discussion. What is his utter lack of criminal history. If you look on page 3 of the pre-sentence investigation report, criminal record, we have a long string of zeros, felonies, gross misdemeanors, prison, jail. He doesn't have any prior convictions. He's not a recidivist that is before this court or others repeatedly being convicted or entering pleas for violent crime, saying, "Judge, this time, give me a chance. This time, things will be different." Your Honor heard from his family. He's an exemplary father. He was a good student. He was elected to office. In most part, he was a good husband.
He ran uncontested.
We have to look at the entire man.
Or unopposed.
He's been convicted of perhaps the most serious offense. He carries one of the heaviest sentences in our judicial system. The jury elected to give him the opportunity at redemption. There obviously was an element of retribution in the sentence they imposed, but nonetheless, they gave him the opportunity to one day be released. What's before Your Honor is, again, how much above that 20-year sentence will he have to serve before he's eligible for parole. Given his utter lack of criminal history, I would urge the court to sentence him to something less than the maximum. The maximum sentence, we can't stack these enhancements. Maximum sentence would be an additional 8 to 20 years. I am going to urge the court to allow the parole board a bit more discretion. I would urge the court to consider a 1 to 10 year enhancement, which is allowable under statute, and allow the parole board to determine when he should be released. Of course, it's a two-step program. Number one, he'd have to be eligible for parole on the murder count, which won't occur until 20 years is served. But then there's the second consecutive sentence that must be served for the enhancements. I would urge the court to impose a sense of leniency in that he has no prior criminal record. Mr. Tellis has been actively engaged in his defense since the get-go. that
Actively.
continues through today. Again, I would urge the court to not hold that against him.
Actively.
And based upon the evidence Your Honor has heard, statements of the parties, our arguments, and the information contained within the pre-sentence investigation report, which I just want to put on the record, there's no Stockmeyer issues. We submit it to Your Honor's sound discretion.
Thank you very much. Any call the first witness?
Garrett.
Oh, I just want to.
You do solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Can you please state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Sure. Jay German, Jaygerman.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. Thank you for allowing me to just talk a little bit. Yeah, we lost a brother. We lost an uncle, a friend, a leader. We're still in shock, and it's been 2 years. And I mean, it's going to take a long time to recover from this. It's taken up this whole ordeal, the trial, the crime, the murder. It's taken a big toll on our family, and it's been immense. It's been really difficult for all of us. We're doing our best to get through it. We really are. But he was our leader, and we're never going to see him again, and it's hard to come to that realization. But we're dealing with it. It's just going to take a long process for all of us, to recover. And we're struggling with it, but we're doing the best, and we miss him dearly. We really do. We've had a couple of his birthdays since he's passed, and it's nice to get together as a family and, kind of visit with Jeff, but it's not the same, and it never will be. We've lost a lot. He lost a lot. We have a lot of anxiety about the future safety of our family, and the children of our family. If Robert Tellis were to be released after just 20 years of incarceration. But thank you for letting me take a few minutes to talk about Jeff and our family.
Thank you. And thank you for your testimony. Anything else?
Not on behalf of the state.
Okay, in accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada, this court does now sentence you as follows. In addition to the administrative assessment, the DNA fee, and the collection fee, you'll be required to submit to genetic marker testing. And this time, the court's going to sentence you to life in the Nevada Department of Corrections with parole eligibility beginning after a minimum of 20 years has been served. And after considering all the factors enumerated in RS 193.165, the court's going to sentence you to a consecutive 8 to 20 years for the deadly weapon enhancement, for an aggregate 28 to life. In the Nevada Department of Corrections, he has 771 days. Does the defense agree with that?
Yes, we do.
Okay, and the restitution, was there any objection to the restitution amount?
No, Your Honor.
And proposed restitution, the amount of $23,347.71 to the victim's family.
Thank you. We do have two housekeeping matters. One, there was a request for return of property. I've reached out to Mr. Hamlin. We anticipate an order being signed to return items that were seized that were not of evidentiary value to Mr. Tellis' family. Secondly, we filed a motion to withdraw. There's not been a breakdown of communications. We've had a very good level of communication and participation from Mr. Tellis and ourselves through the course of this case. We were retained for trial in this matter. Obviously, now the case is going to the next stage. I visited with him yesterday. He's aware of the motion, which we gave him a copy of this morning. I know we have a representative from the public defender's office here. Obviously, there's a an appeal that's going to be pursued. We want to bring that to court's attention. I would ask that Your Honor grant our motion and set the matter for a status check in a week for confirmation of appellate counsel. And that's I don't believe there'll be an opposition from or an objection from the state referenced our request.
Okay.
Or from Mr. Tellis.
Someone here from the public defender's office?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Connie Freeman from the public defender's office. We're ready to accept confirmance counsel today. So.
Okay, and is that your desire, Mr. Tellis?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll grant the motion to withdraw. The public defender is appointed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Singer? See, page 2, State of Nevada versus DeAndre Gathright, C-357-187. Good morning. Present in custody.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Your Honor, I've spoken with Mr. Gathright. We're ready to go for trial this time. So we're asking the court to keep to the trial.
Okay, and you know we have a pre-trial set for next week, and the state's gonna be ready as well?
Yeah, we've already subpoenaed our witnesses in this case. We're definitely ready to go forward. I would like to make sure that we address on the record Mr. Gathwright's motion.
They're loud and we're not listening to that. Okay, so a consecutive 8 to 20 years for the enhancements. So for the actual murder, it was life in prison with the possibility of parole after 20 years. For the enhancements, she said a consecutive 8 to 20 years. So please tell me why this fool got up there and used his one opportunity to address them to bring up Compass Realty. Please tell me why this fool God, give me patience. You know, him and Thami, you remember Thami did the same thing. You remember that? Thami got up there and did the same thing. He got up there and talked about Sharon's cooking and how they shared leftovers or so. I don't know what Thami says. I tuned him out, but he did the same thing. He had his opportunity to get up there and he used his to be a buffoon as well. Mari Brown, thank you for super chat. Why do murderers believe they are entitled to be innocent like Boone? It's the entitlement for me. It is so frustrating. You see, Lucy? It is so frustrating. And like Sarah Boone and her dang snacks. Sarah Boone has a list of snacks. She wanted hair and makeup. She got hair and makeup. Now she needs snacks. God, give me patience. This is not the time to get up there and talk about Compass Realty. The fact that he says, and now the chances of the real perpetrators, being brought to justice is slim to none. Y'all carry on my mission. Compass Realty must go. No, go to Cell Block D and shut up and eat your ramen noodles. Like nobody wants to hear from you anymore. Dreamer Landry, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Dreamer Landry. Donate 420, been for 17 whole months. Love this family more than you all know. Thank you for everything. We love you too. We love you too. That part, Valerie Frank, that part. I don't think that he will ever get parole because I don't think that he will ever take accountability. It would just eat him alive inside to admit that it was him and not Compass Realty. So that fool ain't going no damn where. Sorry. That fool ain't going nowhere. Jen Devka member for 10 whole months. 10 months. I've never seen you this happy in my little peach. So proud of you and all you've accomplished. Thank you for keeping me around. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Thami is Thomas Randolph, the widower, as he is also known. He is also a narcissistic murderer who likes to hear himself talk. He's also from Vegas and is also prosecuted by the same attorneys that prosecuted Tellis. So he was also one of those who I can't fix my face. When we would listen to him, I may or may not have thrown things as well. Remember I had that voodoo doll? I had where we would stick the pins in the, you know what? If you're new, just forget that. Never mind. Just everything's fine. I'm totally normal. Just ignore that I said that. Virginia, member for 14 whole months. Great to see you. It is great to see you too. It's great to see you too. Bug Dugger, gifted membership. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, Thami, he's going home. I'm going home. When all of this information comes out, it's going to ruin your day. It's going to ruin the prosecution's day. And I'm going home. How'd that work out for you, buddy? Spoiler alert, it didn't. He's still locked up. He ain't going nowhere. I'm almost meant for 17 whole months. Missed you. I missed you too. I missed you too. I missed all of you. Hello, miss seeing you as well. Love looks good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Megan, gifted membership. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going home. No, you're not. DSN, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. Thank you. I wonder if Dino Kelly's in the court today. Oh, I don't know. I should text him and ask him. Tell him to tell us on his way out. You know, I'm really not like a violent person. However, you know, you would never know that watching some of these trials, because like when I'm like, oh yeah, you should trip him, or like, oh, I wish he would stub his toe getting off the stand. Or remember the one guy, Bryce, that I kept saying, like, I wish that I had control of the zapper so I could be the one to zap. Anyway. Totally normal. Totally normal. So normal. I may want to go back and watch some of these trials. The Thami trial was one of, you know, Thami liked to hear himself talk. And he believed that he was the smartest person in the room. He was also vulgar and obnoxious and chauvinistic and bossy. And I could go on, but anyhow, it was one of my favorite deep dives that I did. I did a video on that, a video on the background of that one. And then we streamed the trial, but that was one of my favorite deep dives that I did, because it was really interesting, especially with all the history. But boy, was he annoying. Oh, he drove me crazy. Oh, he drove me nuts. Like, he was his own biggest fan, which, okay, you know what? You do you, boo. Like, I'm glad, like, it's good to have confidence. But that was not confidence. That was cockiness. And I don't like that. It's gross. And it's unjustified cockiness. If you're like a total bad A and you're, you know, doing whatever, I don't know. If you're doing things that can back up being cocky, then okay, whatever. It's not my thing, but I get it. But what'd he do? Nothing. Nothing. That's the answer to that question. Nothing. Bug Dugger gifted membership. Thank you, Bug Dugger. Bug Dugger. Justice for journalists, Garrett. You know what stinks too? It's like everybody talks about how amazing he was, and then you have a loser like this that takes him out, and that's just, it's ridiculous. I did sing to him. I sang to Thami. I sang him a lullaby. Thami had trouble staying awake in the afternoons in court, so I would sing him lullabies, hoping that he would fall asleep and hit his head on the table. The girl can dream. Good morning. Good morning. He was his only fan. He sure was. Tosh gifted membership. Thank you, Tosh. Thank you. Thank you. I may have to watch that one now. It was so good. It was a good trial. And that's where we met Detective Dino Kelly, who is now one of our good friends here. I'm going home. Boy, sit down. He drove me nuts. He drove me nuts. That's okay. Oh, Debbie Long. Debbie Long gifted membership. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So I am getting close to being done with the stuff I need to get done with. So if all goes well and I can get done tonight, I will be in the courtroom tomorrow for Sarah Boone. And we'll be able to tweet y'all and give you some insights and see how it goes. As long as I can get everything done. So that is my plan for now. And I will keep you posted on what's going on with that. I should also have a new podcast episode out on Friday. So with all of the Karen Reed updates. So there's that one. If you haven't listened to the latest podcast episode with Laurie Shaver, listen to that one because there's a lot of good stuff in that one. And I might interview the prosecutor after the sentencing. So I might have one more interview or one more episode on that. So stay tuned. They lost a juror due to COVID today. Oh. He would have to show remorse, and that would be having to take accountability, which isn't going to happen. It's never going to happen. He doesn't take accountability for anything. He thinks that he is just, he drives me nuts. He drives me nuts. Okay, so for the enhancements, he got for the murder, he got the life in prison with the possibility of parole after 20 years. For the enhancements, with Gehrman being elderly and with him with Doofus lying in wait, she added on a consecutive 8 to 20 years. So, good. See ya, sucker. I'm going to get the portal ready. I do always feel bad for the family. They didn't choose this. You know, he's got kids and whatnot. However, he's just such a Okay, he's driving me nuts. Okay, so Broken Bake, what's your view like from Chat Daddy's house? This is it. Oh, you mean like outside? It's pretty. It's pretty out there. Pretty view. Okay, so I am going to portal us. Baker is showing Sarah Boone, and RA is showing Melody Walker. Ooh, you see that? Okay. So what y'all want to do? Do you want me to send you to Melody Walker or Sarah Boone? What are you watching? While I'm finishing up on my stuff so that I can be in court tomorrow. Hands and feet inside at all times. Boone? Okay. Boone was the first answer. So we'll do this. I'm going to, because they are both our friends and we support them both. So we're going to portal over to Baker. If you want to do the Melody Walker instead with RA, that is the link for that. So you can click on that. So either way, they're both amazing and entertaining and fantastic. And we support them both and love them both. So can't go wrong either way. I'm going to get back to it. So I will post on the community tab tonight. As long as I get done with everything tonight, I plan on being in court tomorrow. So I will let y'all know for sure this evening when I get done. Hopefully wrap it up. But I appreciate y'all coming to hang out. I'm glad we got to see Tellis be sent off to his forever home, and the 8 to 20 extra years ain't bad either. All right, y'all. I love you so much. Thank you. Welcome to all the new members. We love having you here. I will see y'all soon.
I gotta go. I can't stick around here forever.
It was wonderful. Everybody behaved. Everybody's always so nice to me.
Just love your channel and
Goodbye, good people. Now, how the heck do I get out of here?